So I have the literal best news on the face of the planet. I am attending a LARP. And not just a LARP, a Hobbit LARP. And I'm telling you about this 5 months in advance so that perhaps if you two are interested, you have time to come along on the Hobbit LARP yourself. I don't know about you all, but lately I've been finding that the digital world and being on screens is just so soul-sucking. I am finding that any amount of time spent scrolling on my phone, doing stuff on a laptop is just so disinteresting to me, and I'm spending as much time as I physically can in the real world, working with my hands, creating things, going to events, to festivals, to places where I can escape all the horrors of the real world and just live in a time that celebrates craftsmanship and that allows humans to be human and creative and just imaginative individuals. And of course, to just hang out with my friends in actual meet space, not on a Zoom, not on a video call. So in the last year or so, I've been really into just going to in-person physical events, hanging out with friends in an environment that's kind of another time, another place, and just to be in an environment where you're surrounded by a community of other really awesome, creative, imaginative people. I've never actually done a LARP before though. I've been a really big fan for years of just watching people's vlogs of going to LARPs, just because I find it fascinating how it's unscripted, unplanned, it's like completely improvised, and yet these videos come out having such compelling storylines. There's like characters and plot lines and you don't know what's gonna happen and the people in the videos don't know what's gonna happen. I just find them really fascinating to watch. But I never thought I'd actually do one myself. I'm trained behind the scenes. I'm not really a performer. A bunch of my fellow costume and dress historian pals went to the first Brandywine festival in the US in Kentucky last year and just had the most life-changing experience. So when Bergschneider decided to bring Brandywine to the UK this year for the first annual UK Brandywine, they were like, you have to go. So here I am. I'm going to my first LARP, and needless to say, I am so excited. I've literally thought about nothing else for the last like 3 weeks. I've just been doing research, reading up on my Tolkien lore, planning my outfits, planning what like meals we're gonna cook over a fire, all the different potato dishes we're gonna make whilst at Hobbit LARP. There's just so much really fun, exciting stuff that I'm really looking forward to. And it's just giving me like so much refreshment and joy in life. So for those of you who have also never LARPed and are like, what is this thing? It sounds fun, but like, what is this? From what I understand, LARP is kind of a mixture of Ren Fair, reenactment, and immersive theater, except you are both watching the theater and attending the narrative and walking around and understanding what's happening, but you also are the theater. You have this sort of choose your own adventure kind of power to participate in the storylines and to interact with other characters and to sort of drive the narrative yourself. There's a setting, there's a plot, there are NPCs or non-player characters who are basically like actors who come in to really drive the story forward. And depending where you are on site and who you're speaking with, everyone can have a completely unique experience. So Brandywine in particular is a Hobbit-themed LARP. But the really exciting thing is that this is also in collaboration with Middle-earth Enterprises, like the IP holders of The Lord of the Rings. So it is an officially licensed immersive experience that will use real character names, real place names, real terminology, and real lore as the story plays out. The storyline is as follows. It is 2 years after Frodo and his pals set off from the Shire in a quest to destroy the ring. And what do the rest of the Shire get up to in their absence? Well, the annual Brandywine Festival must go on, of course, with citizens of the Shire and nearby Bree coming in and congregating on the banks of the Brandywine River for 4 days of feasting and revelry, despite the looming shadow of Mordor. It's fine, we don't have to pay attention to that. That's not our business. As a participant, you will get to create your own Hobbit character with their own backstory, profession, skills, family, lore, and interact with other participants in the event. I'm not personally 100% solidified on my own plans yet, but I think me and my group are vaguely kind of planning to do some sort of Hobbit apothecary themed thing, which are projects that I'm currently working on and that you will see videos for quite soon over on the channel, completely independent of this. But I love being able to wear projects for multiple purposes and reuse and repurpose things and put them in different settings and just get as much use out of them as I can. And also, for those of you who will be there, you'll get to see them in person. This first annual UK Brandywine Festival is happening from the 9th to the 13th of September 2026 in the gorgeous Weston Park in Staffordshire. This is not to be confused with the US version of Brandywine, which will be happening, same company, same production, over in Kentucky this year. It will be in its second year. However, in my own biased, selfish opinion, I think you should come to the UK version because this one is being held in over 1,000 acres of just gorgeous, picturesque English countryside landscape, literally right in the backyard of where Tolkien himself grew up and is quite possibly the literal inspiration for the Shire itself. And also, it is not the US. And also, I will be there. And it's also happening the literal week after Oxenmoot, which is a big conference put on by the Tolkien Society in Oxford. So for those of you really serious Tolkien nerds, just come and make a whole Tolkien-themed trip out of it. It's gonna be so much fun. Tickets are officially on sale right now. All sorts of information and links are down in the description box below if you would like to get yourself a ticket. Come hang out as a Hobbit, meet some cool new friends, hang out with other really awesome crafty people who just want to hang around, go on maybe a little bit of adventure, but mostly just sit around by fires and eat potatoes and other sorts of delicious Hobbity fare. Drink mead, work on crafts, play music, play games, do some dancing, all sorts of fun Hobbity activities. I so hope I will get to meet some of you there, but for those of you who will not be able to make it to this, rest assured, there will be content. But anyway, I gotta go plan my Hobbit wardrobe.